Ladies and gentlemen, the broken-hearted, the misunderstood, the silent warriors in this chaotic game we call relationships, I see you. I see the way you've been treated, manipulated, and taken for granted. You gave them everything, didn't you? Your heart, your soul, your loyalty. And in return, what did they give you? Lies, betrayal, mind games, and worst of all, they were expecting you to break. They were waiting, anticipating your reaction, like vultures circling overhead, just ready to pick apart the pieces of what they thought would be your downfall. But here you are, standing tall. And what did you give them instead of the reaction they so desperately wanted? Silence. Oh, how that silence must be deafening for them now. It's driving them mad, isn't it? Because they were counting on you to beg, to plead, to lash out in anger, to show them just how much they've affected you. They wanted to see you unravel, to witness the chaos they believed they created within you. But instead, you chose to turn inward. You chose to cultivate strength in your silence. You took the power that they tried to strip away from you and transformed it into an unshakable resolve. In their quest to dominate, they underestimated you. They didn't realize that your silence was not a sign of weakness, but a fortress that guarded your heart from further harm. Every time they expected you to break, to lash out, you stood firm. You understood that your response, or lack thereof, was the ultimate power move. You have shown them that you will not be reduced to mere theatrics, that you will not provide the validation they sought through your pain. They wanted you to throw a fit, to show them the chaos they created within you. But you, my friends, took a different route. You allowed your silence to speak volumes. It's a beautiful irony, isn't it? They thought they could control your narrative, dictate your feelings. They believed that by withholding love or delivering hurtful words, they could elicit a reaction that would affirm their twisted sense of superiority. But all they got was your cold, hard silence. And in that silence, you found clarity. You found the strength to walk away from the toxic cycle they created. You found a deeper understanding of your worth. You've turned their expectations against them. While they reveled in the anticipation of your despair, you transformed your pain into resilience. You've realized that you don't need to plead for validation or lash out to prove your worth. Your silence is a testament to your growth, to your understanding that you deserve far better than the scraps they've thrown your way. It's an acknowledgement that their actions don't define your reality, that their toxic influence doesn't hold power over your narrative anymore. And let's not overlook the impact of that silence on them. They expected you to react in ways that reaffirmed their beliefs about you. When you chose silence, you shattered their illusion of control. You became a mirror, reflecting their own insecurities back at them. While they basked in their misguided sense of power, they were met with the realization that you were stronger than they ever imagined. Your indifference became a silent protest against their mistreatment. But let's be clear, this journey is not without its challenges. Silence can be a double-edged sword. It can be healing, yet it can also feel isolating. You may find yourself wrestling with feelings of loneliness, of longing for the connection you once had. But remember, that silence is a protective barrier, a way to give yourself space to heal, to process the hurt inflicted upon you. Embrace it. Allow it to guide you towards self-discovery. In those quiet moments, reflect on your strength. Know that healing is not linear. There will be days filled with doubt, days when you miss the companionship you once shared, days when you question whether your silence was the right choice. But in those moments, remind yourself of why you chose this path. Remind yourself that you deserve love that is unconditional, respect that is unwavering, and a connection that uplifts rather than tears down. You are not defined by what they did to you. You are defined by how you rise from it. Your cold, hard silence is not emptiness. It's filled with your strength, your resilience, your determination to reclaim your narrative. It's a declaration that you will not be a victim. You will not be the one begging for scraps of affection or pleading for understanding. Instead, you are the one who will walk away, the one who will find peace within yourself, the one who will choose a path illuminated by self-love. You have the power to rewrite your story. The silence that once felt like a void is now a canvas upon which you can paint the life you desire. Embrace new beginnings. Surround yourself with people who recognize your worth, who value your silence as a sign of strength, who cherish you for who you truly are. Let this be the time for you to rediscover your passions, to cultivate relationships that nourish your spirit, to pursue dreams that make your heart soar. So, to all the brokenhearted, the misunderstood, the silent warriors out there, take pride in your silence. Wear it like armor. Let it remind you of your journey, of the strength you possess. They wanted you to beg, to plead, to lash out. But all they got was your cold, hard silence. And in that silence, you found the loudest voice of all. The voice of your own worth, the voice of your own liberation. You are stronger than their expectations, and you are capable of creating a life defined by your choices, your strength, and your unwavering spirit. Stand tall, my friends, and let that silence be the anthem of your newfound freedom. Let it resonate within you as you step into a future filled with hope, love, and the promise of a brighter tomorrow. You are the author of your own story, and now is the time to write a narrative that reflects your true self, your unbreakable spirit, and your unyielding resolve to embrace the life you deserve.